This is the Humm Daddies. I'm Jake Lucas. I'm with this is Thursday Night Live. It's Zakariah's show on Thursdays, and we're joined by Ardavan Davaran, who's the Humm Daddy.
Hi, Jim Beam. Thank you for your sponsorship, Jim.
He's going to try to take down a leader of Jim Beam during the hour we broadcast. Let's go to you, Zach. What are we looking like tonight? What's our combo about?
I mean, I've got about 75 different topics. If Art can get us a sponsorship with Jim Beam, that would be great. Use the promo code Humm Daddies, get it 15% off or something.
Hell yeah.
Look, I mean, there's a ton of different places we can go. I'm like the hottest on Warriors talk, but I know we're not going to start there. So let's just start with Thursday Night Football. I called my good friend Ardavan because we talk often before these shows. And the guy is just, I'm telling you, if that guy got hired by ESPN tomorrow, he'd be more highly paid than Stephen A. Smith. The guy is reeking of hot takes. The guy loves hot takes. I barely even said anything about the Patriots jersey, and the guy told me that the Patriots jerseys are the best jerseys of any sports team in the world. So go ahead, Art. You can take it from there.
No, I mean, we were just talking past jerseys, and he started talking about tonight's, and I really like tonight's. But then I've been looking at some old cards and old videos of the old jerseys with the red and the guys with the helmet, and I was like, man, this and the Broncos, they're ain't much better, man. And I used to think the Tampa Bay was ugly, but some old Tampa. But yeah, you give me a New England game, and you get me in their old gear, and I'm fired up, man. You might as well be wearing the leather hat. Okay. You got two guys down, you got the leather hat, you ready to go lay some hat, boys. Yeah, let's play football.
just to be clear, Jake, before you chime in, this is a guy that was a Niners fan when they had Montana and is now a Chiefs fan and is now telling you numero uno when it comes to jerseys is the Pats. Now, I liked their jerseys tonight fine, but putting them on the top of the Mount Rushmore is ridiculous.
Oh, we're talking a little hyperbole. I thought we've established that at this point. Quick little jab into hyperbole. Really, that's just me saying I really like the Patriots jersey.
All right.
So I don't think there's a jersey bag. Don't try to interrupt. Don't even try to interject, Jake. You're gonna have to wait a minute, pal.
All right,
we got Kansas City.
Show to wait.
This guy Art is the biggest diva going, man. I can't believe it.
I know. The guy almost didn't show up tonight. The guy told me you're lucky if I'll be there. I'm like, what the hell?
Guy shows up with a handle and a do-rag and just starts.
He showed up in a Tupac do-rag.
You know what motivated this? I was on Twitter today, and they were talking about I'm at the age.
This is your fault. You created this monster, bro. This is all your fault.
Hey, so why did I listen to him? This is motivated from I was on Twitter today, and they know their targets. They got their algorithms going, and I got hit with multiple videos about I'm at the age where I listen to gangster music doing the least gangster shit in the world. And it's got, changing diapers, doing this, doing that. And that's me, So I had to get my Tupac brag going, and I had to really feel the night tonight, So
co-host right there.
Humm Daddies,
right there. Yeah, there you go. All right, Patriots jerseys. Okay. Patriots jerseys. I'm probably the only one out of us.
They were a little bit soft in color, but they were fine. I mean, they weren't great, but
the ones tonight I didn't like because they didn't really represent the Patriots. They're weird. They looked like Civil War uniforms.
Yeah, that's new jerseys. They have nothing to do with the teams.
I know, but I do back your take on their old school jerseys. I like the red. I remember Randy Moss had touchdowns in that. It was a throwback. Yeah, turn your echo down. What the hell are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
You created a monster, bro.
You guys just hijacked the show.
This guy literally told me you'll be lucky if I join tonight.
What's the echo?
I don't know what you did.
I don't know. Anywho.
Is there still an echo? Should I cut it and come back?
I can't hear it, but I can't hear anything really.
No, it's fine. So I had two Randy Moss Patriots jerseys from I'm still hearing echo. Is this me?
Yeah, I think it's you. I hear it on your end. I can hear it.
Oh no, it's Zach. I gotta put an echo cancellation on.
No,
this is the one we talk about, huh?
That's the red.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Yeah.
That's where Moss scored 4 touchdowns. But remember, I was really into Moss and Brady, the connection back in what was that, 07 through 2010 or 08 through 2010. So I actually had 2 of those Randy Moss jerseys myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a big fan of the Patriots jerseys.
Yeah. Chiefs jersey's the best, classic. The red.
Those are terrible. It's like fake Niners.
NFL, hands down.
Those are fast food Niners jerseys.
What?
Zach, you fix your echo?
No, that looks like garbage.
I was trying to hit a
black
button.
San Francisco Niners hat you always wear. Nobody likes it.
I'm with Jake, though. I mean, the Chiefs, the only thing good you could say about the Chiefs jersey is that is a bootlegged version.
Really
of
look
the
at how
jersey.
good this looks.
The Niners jersey is by
hat.
far the most superior jersey.
Really look at it. It's so fucking good. It's clean. It's beautiful.
Your hat?
It's pristine.
We were talking jerseys,
your do-rag
bro.
or your hat or jerseys? Yeah, I don't know.
We were talking jerseys. The only compliment you could give the Chiefs jersey is that it is a bootlegged, less good version of the Niners jersey, and that's me saying
we
that
got
as
the
a guy
Gypsy King.
that does not like the Niners.
I think he wanted to see my hat. I think Dave wanted to see my hat.
I assure you that's not why Dave wanted
I really do. What up, Dave?
What's up, guys?
You missed it. As executive producer, we're brought to you by a leader of Jim Beam.
Yeah, we're brought to you by Jim Beam. We got
a leader of Jim Beam.
Yeah.
Not Leader as we.
No. Liter. Yeah. Use the promo code Humm Daddies to get 15% off your leader of Jim Beam.
Yeah.
I love it. You know, sometimes you got to go deep into the stack of whiskeys and go for Jim Beam.
Well, usually he's a bullet guy, so he's kind of scrubbing it out tonight. He's usually a bullet guy.
You short on funds, Artie?
He went do-rag with Jim Beam combo pack.
Do-rag, I'm not gonna lie, this do-rag look is pretty good. He looks pretty damn good.
Fucking half Rambo, half Tupac. What a look! It's something special.
Can you get a plaid button up and just do the top for me, though? If you could, thanks.
He looks solid.
He
does look solid. All right, did we make anything of this game? Patriots cover, which, by the way, if you didn't bet the Pats, then you're either getting your inside joke here from Mad Dog, who will tell you that the lock of the century is some team in
Illini Hoops.
minus 7.5, missing their center. Or you're just, I feel like these games are so bad, you have to kind of bet on them to even get any sort of entertainment out of it. I guess you got fantasy things going. Anyways, did you take anything from this game? Here's what I took, and this is not going to be the hot take that I did last time when I said fire everybody in Miami. It will just be this, and it's really, really sad. As I'm talking to David, who probably remembers back when you guys got the Mormon curse. Oh, you're going to have to cut this out because I can't do religion stuff. Dave, you got to cut that part out. Don't do the...
We're live, idiot. We can't cut it out.
Oh, shit. All right, well, look, I love Mormons. No big deal.
You just said you didn't say anything implicating
Let
yet.
me get back to my point. God, I wish that wasn't live. Anyways, cut that out of the reels or whatever. But anyways.
Look at Art taking that drink. God, he looks satisfied. Look at that. Look at that.
When Steve Young won the Super Bowl, Dave probably remembers, Artie has obviously been gifted 3 Super Bowls from the Chiefs. Jake, you're probably, whatever. You're mad about the Super Bowls that the Niners have lost, but still, you have one in your lifetime. When it comes to the Warriors,
I have 3.
You've got 4 of them when it comes to the Warriors, and you've got 3 of them when it comes to the Giants. But here's what I'll tell you. As a Dolphins fan who have not won anything in the time, I was born in 1983. I don't think they have a title since then. Here's what I'm going to tell you.
No, they don't.
Okay. I know they don't.
Not sure. He might have 1 or 2.
There's no thinking about it. I don't have to think about it.
Yeah. No, we don't. But here's what we are: the only team to ever go undefeated, and the Patriots almost did that, except they lost in the Super Bowl to the Giants. But that's neither here nor there. Here's the sad part, and here's my takeaway from Thursday Night Football. The Patriots robbed me of my 20s and 30s of being a football fan. Literally took it away, snatched it out of my soul. Tom Brady with his 7 titles and whatever the bleep, they won every single division title. They robbed me of 20s and 30s for rooting for my Fins. And here's the sad part. For my 40s and my 50s, Drake May is going to rob that too. The Patriots are going to win the AFC East for the next 20 years. I will be 62 years old the next time the Dolphins have a chance of competing in the AFC. That's my Thursday Night Football takeaway. You can cut that up. Just take the Mormon part out.
Well, I would like to disagree because in this era of football. No one's going to do what the Patriots did. I mean, that was with parity too, but you got a guy
Have
in
you
Tom.
seen Drake May, Jake?
I think you're
He's
still
not that
echoing.
impressive. Do you see how bad Justin Fields is? That would have been a ball game if he didn't have another butt fumble moment. Like, what the hell was that?
They were
Guy tossed up the ball.
That's
What
true.
was that?
That's true, but you can't tell me that they're on like an 8-game winning streak. You can't tell me that Drake May's not going to run the AFC East.
Well, they're
for the
not
next
playing
2
very good
decades.
teams either, man. They're just like a better version of the Broncos, and Drake May is a better version of Bo Nix. But Drake May, I actually believe in. He looks
But
pretty
that's
good.
saying a lot. You're saying that the Patriots are a better version of the Broncos, and that Drake May is a better version of Bo Nix. That's a big jump.
Broncos suck ass. So it's like
They're
what are we
8-2.
really saying?
They're running
come
your
on.
division, pal. They have the most wins in the league.
It doesn't matter. They're no good. But what we learned about Thursday night was, I mean, I think most people probably already
Telling
knew
you this guy
this.
should work for ESPN, man.
And these are not just hot takes; these are just reality. You think they're like hot takes?
The
They're just
Broncos have the most wins in the NFL, and you just said that they're no good.
He's the big perk in this podcast. Art is the big perk.
Yeah, he's Kendrick Perkins.
I bet you most people agree that they're not buying the Broncos. And if you're buying the Broncos, you're an idiot. So, but anyway, Thursday night, what really I think happened was the nation was reminded that they all have a man crush on
What
my
up?
table.
What up?
Lala!
Humm Daddies, baby.
Hi, Lala. How's that leader doing over there, honey? Good.
All right. So, did you guys all remember tonight that you have a crush on Mike Vrabel? Because, my God, you watch that man. Talk about the anti-Bob Melvin, leader of men.
You know who
That
my
guy
crush is
who-
on?
Yeah, I know. It reminded me of our text thread last night. The things I was thinking about when I was thinking about Mike Vrabel today. My God, you watch him coach a game. Woo!
Go into further detail. The things that I thought about when I thought about Mike Vrabel today, can you expand on that, please?
I mean, I thought he looked really handsome greeting his team. I thought he looked like everything you would want from a coach. No, but really not joking. There's nothing better than like Mike Vrabel. I'm not saying I know if he's the best play caller yet because, you know, it's unclear to me. He doesn't seem like he's that type of coach, like some sort of dynamic whatever. But my God, does he have everything else? Somebody that you believe in, knows the game in and out. I don't know. Everybody's on the Mike Vrabel train. They just but God, that was my big takeaway. It reminded me I love Mike Vrabel.
He's also a guy that in Tennessee said that he would cut his penis off if he won the Super Bowl.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about.
That's dedication.
Yeah. You see the way he's waiting for his team, greeting every one of them one by one. You can just tell he's the type of guy that you want to play for. He's like Dan Campbell, except he looks a little more, buttoned up, a little bit more like I'm not like sort of a savage, kind of animalistic type of coach. I'm like buttoned up, I'm out here doing, I love me some Vrabel tonight. And then Justin Fields, my God. I wanted to look up the stats when they showed 48 fumbles since 2000 something. I said, my God. I mean, do other quarterbacks fumble like that, or is he wildly ahead of everyone? Does anyone know?
He runs more. He runs
I know,
more, so
but
he's
48 fumble. How could you possibly succeed if you're putting the ground on the ball 48 times in a few years?
I mean, did you see that fumble, the last one, where no one touched him? The guy drops the ball, has an easy pickup in front of him, stumbles over himself, and then just falls on his face. It was very butt fumble-esque.
I know. He also they had some crazy stat. He's thrown for less than 48 yards in 4 of his 6 games or something.
Crazy. Yeah.
46 yards is like a bad day for a running back on the ground.
That's a bad ACC team,
throwing
dude.
for less than that.
Yeah. Just ask him. He's a league winner.
The Pit confirmed that he's a generational talent a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
That's an inside joke from Art.
We had brothers not
his
going to
cousin said
Thanksgiving
Justin
with each
Fields
other.
is a league winner.
Sorry. My God. Justin Fields, man.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, look, the Dolphins, they have, 3 wins, and one of them came against the Jets. The Jets are absolutely putrid, and here's the best part. I listen stupidly, and Artie makes fun of me. I listen to a lot of New York radio because it's the #1 show in the world. Boomer and Gio, former Bengals quarterback Boomer Esiason and some Italian guy named Gio. Anyways, this guy that came from Detroit, help me if you remember his name, the defensive coordinator that's now the head coach of the Jets. Anyways,
Aaron
this guy
Glenn?
Yes, yeah,
He
Aaron
was
Glenn.
a superstar cornerback. I mean, that's a better way to remember him anyway.
Was he that good?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I knew he played for the Jets. I don't remember him being good, but I don't remember.
Any relation to Terry Glenn?
No, but that would be dope if it was his dad or something. Anyways,
You don't remember Aaron Glenn?
This guy was not releasing who the starting quarterback was. He wouldn't even say until today that Justin Fields was the starting quarterback. That thing's a disaster. They only own $10 million.
I mean, he's like a slightly better version of Singletary. You know, you could tell he's in over his head.
Glad.
I mean, the Jets are where you go for careers to die. Head coaches, players, all of it. They are a cemetery for football.
It's true.
He just needed to hire an offensive coach. I mean, clearly didn't do that because he could handle the defense, but there's no imagination on that offense. They look terrible. Justin Fields is checking down 5 yards every play. They're terrible. They're terrible.
I mean, in their defense, they were without Garrett Wilson, who's probably the best player that they have. They should be just relying on Breece Hall. But yeah, I mean, a couple of those dropbacks, you're watching that and going, this is not professional football.
Well, late in the game, Mitchell had him beat.
The intentional grounding was one of the most pathetic throws I've ever seen. He had receivers all over the left and right sides of the field.
Football. Jake, it's not football.
Like there's no one in sight.
He did better in the Turkey Bowl.
That was the most obvious intentional grounding, and he had time, and he just throws a little duck to the middle of the field where no one is.
He panicked, bro. He's not a professional quarterback.
I couldn't believe what I saw, like multiple times this game. Generational talent, Justin Fields. Generational talent.
A league winner in fantasy, according to Art's cousin Hamid.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, so enough about that. I would like to talk some Niners before I get into the thing that I'm the hottest about, which is some Warriors talk. When we talk about the Niners and we look at these numbers, first of all, I've been joking about this for like now 2 weeks now with Jake, where he's, the injuries thing and whatever. But the Niners, I'm telling you, I listen to national radio. I don't even listen to local shit a lot, unless it's Humm Daddies or us or whatever. You know what I mean? National radio, Niners are
us.
Huh?
You're on the Humm Daddies right now.
The Humm Daddies are our podcast. I love it.
I mean, yeah, Humm Daddies are us. Yeah, us, whatever. Anyways, I listen to New York radio. I listen to Florida radio. I listen to radio all over the place. I listen to everything. I listen to
Okay, all right. That got us, by the way, that impression got us our last episode banned when you hopped on with me and Joe.
Just don't say who the impression is of. There you go.
YouTube flags that shit for political involvement.
I got banned?
No, we got flagged, and so we can't, it doesn't show up for people.
I'm actually kind of proud of that. Anyways, I listen to
Okay, next, move on.
Okay, my point is the Niners are a hot talking point by a bunch of people, and Artie actually said this to me, I don't know, maybe a week ago, maybe a little bit more, where he said, is this very similar to a situation that you've seen where they're kind of pretending like the quarterback is not hurt when he might be or whatever? But the bottom line is people have been putting up Mac Jones's numbers and comparing it to what Purdy is putting up, and people are genuinely wondering now whether or not Purdy could start tomorrow or they just want Mac Jones to play. And despite the defeat last week, but by the way, Rams didn't get called for one penalty. How's that possible? But that's neither here nor there.
A month ago it was so ridiculous that happened to the Chiefs. Holy shit, first time ever. Come on, bro. It happens. Move on. It's not a big deal.
You can call a penalty on every play. How could you not get one penalty called?
Get over it, man. You're obsessed with the referees, man. Just watch some football.
Artie, like I said with Zach on our last show with Joe, that Zach got banned. Eric Dickerson said that
it's your mic.
It's not my mic.
Is it mine?
Yeah.
Is it mine? Jake's?
Is it mine? Yeah, it's mine.
Remember, you didn't work at
Definitely
first. The other one's probably on.
This is a gem right here.
Eric Dickerson said the refs need to be investigated for that Niners-Rams game, and that was on the Rams postgame show. So if a Rams guy is saying that it was ridiculous that the Niners got penalties called on them. The Rams got none called on them.
Oh
It's a little
God, I'm gonna fall asleep. Tell me when we're done talking about the refs and why that game.
You can't go a whole game without getting a penalty called on you, Art. It's impossible. Anyways, answer the question. Do you think if you were to give truth serum to
Purdy's playing
Shanahan tomorrow, who would he want under center snap one on Sunday?
He already announced Brock as the starter.
Yeah, Brock's starting.
Oh, okay. All right. Damn.
But he's going to make sure that he gets hurt during the game so that he can continue to play his fantasy season out with all of them.
But the Twitter.
How fast can I get Brock out to continue and perpetuate this problem of the 49ers?
Well, how quick will the trigger finger be? Seriously. I mean, Brock has a bad couple of series. Is Matt going in there?
No. It's injury dependent. I think if Brock, and if Brock re-injures that toe, which I'm sure isn't 100%, then that sets him back a ton again. So
you see what's going on in Twitter world? It's all garbage, but they got like a minute of Brock Purdy throwing footballs and everybody's all over it. And I think it looks pretty obvious that he's intentionally throwing with touch, but all the Niners Twitter is basically saying Brock Purdy looks like shit in his practice reps. I'm not really buying it, but he basically wasn't throwing darts. He was throwing kind of little balls with arc. But
his arm isn't even close to Mac Jones to begin with.
Yeah. I mean, but we talked about this, right? We basically said until Mac loses, then it's probably Brock's job, and that's what happened. Mac got crushed by the Rams, so now he's putting Brock back in there. I promise you this: if Mac Jones had won that game on Sunday against the Rams, I guarantee we start next week. I didn't even realize that that Brock had gotten announced, but that only happened because
Mac Jones had nothing to do with that loss.
Agreed.
Mac Jones played a phenomenal game.
Yeah, he threw like what three incompletions.
Yep, pretty much, and one pick that was a gift.
I think the only
played injured too.
Yeah, I think they might have kept going with Mac maybe if they win, but only because of the hot hand thing, which is like a real thing. It's like it's hard to break up momentum if your team's just winning. I don't think that necessarily means he was ever wavering from like what he has been saying to the media. I think he has always been saying, and in his heart of hearts, whether he's thinking other things, I think he always planned to go back to Purdy. And I think what will be interesting is what the leash looks like. Like, is there an actual leash or is he just the starter? I think we probably won't get to even answer that question because my instinct tells me Niners are going to play pretty well on offense because they have a pretty good offense. And so Purdy will probably look okay. But if Purdy's looking like shit, I think it will be interesting. I don't think it would be in one game. But I think if they lost this week and he's struggling and it's middle of the second quarter or middle of the third quarter, I could see something. But I don't anticipate that happening.
Hey, Art, I have a question. Why would Purdy struggle? Because he's hurt, right?
My thought is he won't struggle.
I don't think he's so either. What's the like? If he's not hurt, the guy's been really good when he has receivers that are reasonable and healthy. I mean, he had an off season last year and had a 96 QB rating, and he's been otherwise a godsend for the 49ers for the 2 years previous. He certainly doesn't have the cannon arm that Mac Jones does, but I'm kind of surprised that people are just like, oh, we're all Mac Jones. Like if Purdy's healthy, the guy's a very competent quarterback in this system. He's shown it. So if he's not healthy, then he'll be throwing ducks and it'll be obvious, and he won't play the next game. So I think it's going to be pretty telling.
I think
cut and dry.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think the problem is that you're kind of dealing with something where it's not even a knock on Purdy. It's just kind of basically. I was thinking about this the other day. You have certain quarterbacks that are just absolute difference makers, and I think that line is drawn at Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Probably stops. Well, I mean, recently, yeah. But I mean, Drake doesn't really have the play creating ability as the other guys. But I mean, the bottom line is, I think the disturbing part, and I think I called Artie on this, is that Purdy's making 97% more than what Mac Jones is making. And they're not that far off from production, which is why guys like Tua shouldn't have gotten paid. Guys like Trevor Lawrence probably shouldn't have gotten paid. Guys like Kyler Murray, who got drafted by the A's, probably shouldn't have gotten paid. Like, they're too close. I mean, you pay a guy like Patty whatever the hell he wants to make because that guy's doing crazy stuff and getting, flags thrown for him by the refs. But, neither here nor there. Point is,
100%.
that guy changes your game. And I think in this instance, I'm with you, David. I think that Purdy is better than Mac, and if he's healthy, he should go, and I think he gives them the best chance to win. The problem is, what big of a drop-off are we getting, or what big of an uptick are you getting with the Niners trotting out Purdy over Mac Jones?
You're getting to keep his confidence as your starting quarterback you just paid versus undermining.
Agreed.
That's all you're really getting.
It's the move. It's the move to make. I'm just saying it's not a $250 million
Sure. No one saw Mac Jones being this good for the 49ers, though, right? Can we all agree to that? Like, everyone thought Mac Jones was probably a fine backup, but no one saw him being this good, except for maybe quarterback Shanahan. Coach Shanahan.
Well, they do say that Shanahan did not want Trey Lance, or Tri Lance, as the people call him. That he did want Mac Jones, and so maybe he saw it. But I mean, no, his career went to die. He made the playoffs with the Pats. Then he had a bad year, and then he got extradited, and then he went to Jacksonville. He wasn't good down there either. I mean, no, nobody saw him being this good.
This is the chicken and the egg question that's just so problematic in the NFL, and idiots like us act like we know much about quarterbacks. I mean, at least 40% of this has to do with your coaching, man. If you got a good offensive scheme, if you got a good head coach, you're going to succeed. And if you don't, you're not. And there's like a certain threshold, and there's a lot of quarterbacks, and we saw bum Derek Carr his whole career, right? When they were fucking clicking and they had something going, he can operate that little offense. But he's not a difference maker, and he's not a quarterback that can go play backyard football, right? Like he just wasn't that. And I think
to your point,
game manager.
Artie, imagine Tua in like Carolina. Imagine if Tua played for the Carolina Panthers. He'd be the biggest bum you've ever seen. But absolutely. He's got.
That's what I used to say. If you told me, sorry, Jake, and I'm gonna shut up in a second. If you told me back in the day when we had the old string of quarterbacks, so you had Brady, Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, all those dudes, Russ Wilson in his prime, all those dudes. I used to kind of make the argument that, like, if you told me nothing, I don't get to know who my coach is. I don't get to know what the offense looks like. I don't get to know anything. I just get to get my quarterback. I used to say the number one QB I'm taking to that generation is Roethlisberger. I was like, because he's just some big quarterback dude that plays football. And I don't trust that Brady could win in any condition. I don't trust that Peyton could win in any condition. And I thought more than anybody. And so I think, like, I don't know anything. I would never pretend to think I can evaluate a QB from TV because you don't see the receivers. You don't know, you don't know the schemes.
Yeah.
Like, there's just so much going on. But
so you didn't believe when the Bucks beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl? That kind of passed you by with Tom Brady?
No, I think Tom Brady is just very obviously good in certain situations, and that situation was another good one.
Got it.
He had the best wide receivers in ball. He had a great team.
He also won the snow game, the Tuck Rule game, and that was in snow. I mean, I hear what you're saying, though. I mean,
No, I could argue.
I'm just playing
Brady.
devil's advocate, Art.
I could. I mean, you think I'm going to hard argue against Brady? Definitely not.
No,
Brady's the
I love that take.
second
Roethlisberger is just a big dude who can scramble. He can run.
True.
He had a great arm.
And if you gave Big Ben, Gronk, and whatever, and Belichick, and how much?
He had AD.
How much more would he have won? I mean, I mean,
no, I just mean more like Peyton Manning. You would never want Peyton Manning in 15-degree weather, right? You already know you're losing that game. In the cold, not in the dome. What do you mean? Peyton Manning sucked on anything but his turf. What, you liked his Broncos year? I know he had a good year. Did he play?
No, I'm not a huge Peyton Manning guy at all, but he doesn't automatically suck in cold weather.
I mean, he kind of does suck, but he did win his only Super Bowl in the rain in South Beach in Miami. But yeah, I mean, I'm with Art.
He won 2 Super Bowls. The last one he was over.
Shit on me.
Cold weather Manning, you do not want, Jake.
Okay, I get it, but I'm saying he had a cannon. Like, come on.
Yeah, it was a great quarterback, but you didn't
He didn't
want him
even
in
have a
cold
cannon.
weather.
Peyton Manning, lightweight, had a cannon. Peyton Manning was just smart.
He had amazing touch. He was the best quarterback, regular season quarterback of his generation. This brings me to my Kershaw argument. Peyton Manning was the Kershaw of football.
Definitely. I like that. Threw a great seam route.
Yeah. He can throw
in the playoffs.
I think it was a little bit better than the playoffs.
I'll never forget when Artie's dad just made fun of me for betting on Peyton Manning in the playoffs. You bet on Peyton? Free money you gave away. You thought he was going to win? Literally, I had the voicemail. I think I still have it. I might be able to pull that thing up. Guy ridiculed me for putting I put like $25 on Peyton. Guy said, you bet on Peyton.
He really did not like Peyton Manning. I remember his rookie year.
He laughed at us.
They're going like 1-15 or 2-14 or whatever they were, right? They weren't good yet. And he was changing the play at the line of scrimmage every play. My dad could not believe that you had a quarterback going up every play, telling everybody what to do. Incompletion, interception. He was just having a field day with it. But, years later, he was arguably the GOAT. So,
I'd never bet on Peyton again in the playoffs, even when he made his Bronco run.
Yeah.
But yeah,
he did like Flacco, and I picked Flacco up for fantasy. And who should I start this week? Flacco, Brissett, or Purdy?
Definitely not Purdy.
Definitely not Purdy. Definitely not.
Flacco went for 47
Flacco.
You go Flacco until Burrow's
back. You go Flacco, and you never look
won,
back.
baby.
But it's interesting. Brissett is, I think, he's had a better year as a Cardinals quarterback than Kyler did, and that goes back to your question about Mack and Purdy. Sometimes it's not worth it to pay these guys so much money.
Of course it's not. These owners are idiots.
Yeah. And I don't know. Brock is not – I don't think he's healthy. How can he be – when Joe Burrow gets surgery and it puts him out with the same injury until late December or whatever, how is Brock Purdy just going to come back and be who he is on Sunday?
I think Brock Purdy got embarrassed by the fact that Joe Burrow had surgery rehab and was getting ready to start. And he's like, yeah, I can play, man. My toe's good.
And I think he's getting the start because it's Jed York saying, I want my money at work. I can't have Ayuk after we just paid him all this money being out for a year plus and Purdy being out all year. And our whole payroll is on the guy
early.
Has somebody done a calculation of how much the Niners have benched budget, like on IRR or
their
otherwise?
payroll is like it has to be in the 90 percentile on the bench.
Damn,
yeah,
has to be right.
They actually did just put out a little chart on how much of each team's payroll is on IR, and
Niners got to be at the top of that one.
Niners were up there. Let me try to find it. Yeah, it was an interesting try. I just found it. Niners are number 1.
Have to be.
The annual
Ayuk.
What's APY stand for? You guys think? Annual player, whatever. It doesn't tell me, but it's about money. Basically, the API on reserve list for the Niners is $107
Is it annual player income?
Yeah, I mean it's basically that. Yeah, it's the salary, and it's $107 million was on injured reserve list. My Kansas City Chiefs only $13 million. God bless them, staying healthy. So yeah, Niners are leading it by a long shot.
Speaking of your Chiefs, Art, you got your Broncos coming in pretty soon here, and Indianapolis. Are these two must-win games for KC to stay alive in the playoff hunt?
Must-win games to stay alive in the playoff hunt. What will we say? No.
But so if you lose these two games and you're 5-6, you think you can still get in?
Well, A, yes, but B, I was just going to say, give me one of them. I say you've got to win one of them. If I was saying back to, I don't got them as two must-wins, but I also just think that I know there's ebbs and flows of seasons, and I tend to overreact one week to the next, like most NFL fans. But I do think if the Chiefs can't just, maybe it doesn't have to be easy, but if the Chiefs don't just beat the Broncos like pretty handedly,
you're in trouble.
Not ideal.
The preseason's not looking good anymore.
Yeah, I'm not feeling as good. Like I know they can still pick it up. It's still relatively early. We're halfway through, but like I said, Broncos. What do they? What do the Broncos? We said it earlier. Everybody, if you were paying attention.
Nobody agreed with you. You said it. We didn't say it.
Anyway, so they're not very good.
Suck is what you said. Yes.
Shout out to Harry Bearsin. They suck.
You said they're no good.
They're the worst 8-2
Yeah.
team the NFL's ever seen.
Literally have the most wins in the league, and the guy said that they are garbanzo beans.
Patriots have 9, so let's get our.
That happened tonight. That happened tonight.
We pride
Hot
ourselves.
take: Patriots or the Broncos aren't winning the Super Bowl.
I'll
We
tell
know
you
the
this.
Broncos.
Division is donezo, Art. You're not winning the division. And
Division
I'm with
is
you.
irrelevant. Patrick Mahomes doesn't care where he's playing football, man. He doesn't care at all.
As I texted you earlier in the week, this is why you need to be on ESPN Hot Takes. What you told me was the Chiefs have just as good of a chance of not making the playoffs as they do of representing the AFC in the Super Bowl. And you might be on
that's a little bit of a misrepresentation. I said one of 2 outcomes are going to happen. They're either going to miss the playoffs or win the Super Bowl.
How's that any different than what I said?
Well, I didn't say they have an equal chance of both. I think they're more likely to win the Super Bowl.
Oh,
I think they're probably going to win.
I'm sorry. You were going further in that direction. I got you.
Yeah. But I do think
so. 80% chance they make the playoffs and get to the Super Bowl. 20% chance they miss.
And I won't say win. I meant make. Their biggest challenge is going to be making the playoffs. I think they put themselves in a bad situation. I think they're running. I think their Achilles heel is what everybody knows, and I don't know why they didn't trade for Breece Hall. Kareem Hunt and Ave Pacheco are slow. Maybe Brashard Smith can turn it up. I mean, the audience really does not want to hear about the Kansas City Chiefs, so we could just.
No, it's fine. No. But it brings up a point that I want to make. Did you hear about the rumor about that?
Yeah, of course. What did I hear about the rumor about that? Well, of course we heard about the rumor about Breece Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Chiefs fan. I heard about the rumor, man. Wish we had him.
Well, hang on. Now I'm going to pull your card and ask you to actually prove that you know what I heard. What did you hear?
That they offered a 4th and the Jets wanted a 3rd, and they said, nuh-uh.
Okay, all right. You got it. My bad.
Come on, bro.
I had to check it because you acted like you just knew it. I didn't know that you knew that. I don't think that didn't go very well nationally reported.
Favorite team?
Yeah. You probably get ping updates from the GM. I'm saying PTI didn't talk about it. ESPN didn't talk about it. That was like some insider shit.
No, ESPN talked about it. It was all over Twitter. People talked about it.
Well, I for one don't have ESPN anymore because I have YouTube TV, and I just had to pay Sling TV $5 for Monday Night Football.
You guys want to get into that for a little bit? Just talk some industry stuff.
I'm sick to my stomach about it.
I
can't watch ESPN. I can't watch ABC. I can't watch the Disney Channel for my kids. I mean, what the hell am I paying YouTube TV for? These are 2 mega corporations.
Why are you paying for YouTube TV? They're the biggest ripoff in the industry. They're like $80 a month. It's asinine.
No, but only.
And they have the NFL package. That's why I got them.
They're asinine. YouTube is
YouTube they have like the NFL package, exclusive NFL package.
YouTube is Uber on steroids, man. YouTube came out. Oh, we got YouTube TV, dude. Come get our YouTube TV for $40, and now it's like $90. You might as well just have cable, except it skips all the time. You gotta be a moron to have YouTube
Comcast?
TV.
What do you have?
You don't want. I can't give up my
pump your brakes.
Me and Z can't give up our secrets. We don't want the app
going on pirated internet shit to watch games. I'm not doing that.
No, we don't want our app taken down. But let's just say I watch a lot of sports. I watch everything I want. I watch movies. I watch TV shows. And I have problems with it. Yeah, it skips. Yeah,
you got that black box there, Art? You got that black box, Art?
I got a different
Everybody
black box.
Relax for a second.
Mexico, baby.
First of all, I thought this was going to be most interesting to David, being the producer guy. I thought that the industry talk. I had no idea that Jake and Art were going to fly off the handles. Now, two things here. I'm dealing with a guy with a bandana drinking a liter of Jim Beam. First of all, to Artie's point, when he said that YouTube TV is hell of expensive, that's the whole reason why this thing is going down. ABC owns ESPN, and they own 18 channels, including the SEC network. So that's why it's costing so much money. But okay, you guys are just bobbleheads. Whatever. I was gonna get into the minutia of the actual details of why YouTube TV doesn't have anything ESPN related, but it's fine. You guys can just yell at each other. I'll just sit here.
No, Zach, I appreciate that because it's grinding my gears, man. And they're giving me a $20 credit, but you gotta
redeem
I've
it.
heard about this. Did you have to fill out a bunch of shit to get
They're
that?
not giving you nothing. You got to go redeem it.
I got an email. I haven't acted on it.
Yeah. We're not even crediting accounts. They're making you work for the rebate.
You're never going to see that $20.
No.
And YouTube is valued at $600 billion. Sorry, guys, you're really losing out on this payday from Disney.
They got some. Are we not allowed to talk about, like, are we going to get shut down if we just start? Nah, I don't want to get the whole.
Oh shit, we're talking about YouTube and our bread and butter's YouTube. My bad.
I heard though, if you have Disney
Plus. Oh, this is stupid. I love YouTube TV.
YouTube TV is
the best.
Easy.
Did you just totally flip your opinion in 2 seconds?
YouTube TV is one of the best things I've ever signed up for.
I really just have always appreciated
get everything.
Yeah, I just have always appreciated YouTube TV coming in, being a part of the market, and really just trying to make TV accessible. It's really
awesome. Google owns it now, and Google's great. I love everything they do.
It's a very equitable company, Google.
Oh, F them all. Come on, we know. Tear it all down, burn it down.
Artie's all over the place. Guy just whipped into YouTube, called it the biggest joke, and then said, I just love what they're doing out here. Man, we can talk Warriors or whatever, but I'm spent. I can't deal with
Bandana and Art.
Bandana and Art cannot be a part of my next broadcast. I can't deal with the guy. I can't even look. I've been looking the entire time at David's screen and Jake's screen. I can't look up or right.
Zach, should we call up Julian, have him hop on?
Yeah. No, well, he's way better than Julian, but yeah, similar in terms of being completely unhinged. Anywho, let's talk some dubs. My sharpshooter, Jimmy Butts, big win last night. What are we talking about, boys? By the way, you guys are all dads. Explain to me the 6'7" thing. Steph Curry did it last night. He said
6'7".
6'7" better than. No, he said 7'6" better than 6'7". Whoo! And
did he get an endorsement
I still don't get it.
From the gas station?
No, he did it walking out of the game. He said it. Their record is 76.
Well, I sent the thread the song that it's from, which is garbage. New rap is not what it used to be. It's not even
so
rap.
Bad.
It's total nonsense. 6'7".
Didn't Lil Wayne have a song called 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot? That's
Lil Wayne. I love that song.
Yeah, that's where it should come from.
Commissioner. Rockin' with a sprinter.
Yeah. Get it, Jake. Get it. Oh, man. Bring me back to my 20s,
Two pieces at the same time.
Get me back to my 20s, bud. God, I miss Doc Holliday. Doc Holliday was a great guy. That's an inside joke as well.
Man, I miss my dogs. Let it like a clubbing.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to edit. We can't say a lot of the words.
Run into a wall, outfield.
Anyways, How are we feeling about this dub team? Okay, let's just talk this way, because we're not going to sit here and break down the ins and outs or whatever. Artie actually, and I hate to ever give Artie any credit on anything ever, but he's been talking about Kerr's rotations for about 2.5, 3 years. And there's a lot of credence to all that. But let's just strictly go on what Draymond said, which everybody says, and then he denied or whatever, was directly pointed at Pods and Kuminga. And Artie sent me some clip about people in the room laughing when Pods said that he wants to have a career that's up there with Steph's or whatever. But what did you make from that comment? I saw it as an indirect, like Jimmy Butler and him talked about that shit, and then he was the one to voice it. But they responded and got a big win last night. So what are we making about your dubs?
Go.
Man, my main thought is the Dubs are stuck in the same mud that they've been in for a couple years, which is no identity, no continuity, and look good sometimes, look like shit other times, can't hang your hat on anything. And so I'm not going to get too high off the win, because the win was beautiful. It was gorgeous. I loved watching that San Antonio win. I think Steve Kerr is probably pushing the right button by going with this new starting five, but I can't help but think, why do you have no idea who your starting five is? Like, why do you still have no idea who your starting five is?
All right, let me ask you this, and then Jake,
I'm stuck in that, and it's going to change. Like, Richard's going to have a couple bad games, and because Kuminga, like, he like, I don't know, like, you can't just, I don't know. I just think it's.
Let me ask you this though, Art. Let me ask you this, Art, and then Jake, jump in. Art, I ask you this though: the last time you guys won a title, when you got that title post Kevin Durant, did you feel like there was parts of the season where they didn't have an identity then, or you just think it now?
I probably felt it then, but I at least knew they had one identity, which was they still had the splash. The Warriors don't have splash anymore
because Clay is gone. I got you.
And Poole.
That's fair.
I mean, and Poole. I mean, when Curry was out, Poole hit for 25 a night for 15 games, and the Warriors didn't miss a beat. People act like just because Poole went on to not have a good, of course, he's the kind of immature dude, and I'm not surprised he's having the type of career he's having not in Golden State.
With
but
Washington,
it's pretty obvious he would have been great in Golden State.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Yeah, but he also had peak Wiggins at that time too.
Yeah. I mean, that was a great team, and they also had Otto Porter. I mean,
Otto Porter was clutch.
Amazing.
So clutch.
Yeah, and the Serbian dude,
Blinka, whatever. Yeah.
The role players were consistent on that team, and that's always been the piece of the puzzle for the Warriors.
Okay, fair enough.
Telling you, if the Warriors have a consistent, 6, 7, 8 coming off the bench, 6, 7, then the team is going to perform great. But right now, they don't even know who 6, 7, 8 is. It could be. They
don't know who 4, 5 is. That's the problem.
Right. I mean, it's just there's so many pieces moving around. That, again, your point, the identity is not, I know what I'm doing when I come on the court because I'm playing with the same group over and over. It's always a different group. You're got so many different fives going out there, and it's just a mishmash. So don't get connected.
You agree with that,
quick.
Jake? Because I don't see them, if anything, and I wouldn't want to go completely counter to what you're saying, and I know that you were watching all the ins and outs of all these games and you're talking about the role players, but I would think, if anything, this is more solidified in terms of their identity. Their identity is Draymond, Jimmy Butler, and Steph Curry. And then
what's the identity? Those are people. That's not an identity. That's 3 players.
Well, yeah, Jimmy Butler on the defensive end, Steph Curry on the offensive end, Draymond help facilitating on the offensive end and playing great D. I mean, that's an identity.
Zach, I agree with you. Art, turns out a team's identity is it's made out of the players. It's composed of the players.
Agreed.
So I don't know what that point was, but I'm not tripping, dude. It's early. Season's very young. They need to play with each other more. Yeah. And, the slump was a little wasn't ideal to have that team look really good right away and then not gel in a major way for a while. But I'm not tripping. I think this last win was a big character-building win, a big confidence-building win, and it's still so early, and I like their pieces. Stay healthy, and I'm not tripping at all.
Do you think the Warriors can – all right, you go. I was going to say,
I was just going to say my only concern was Draymond's comments, and I know Draymond's got his podcast, and Draymond does his shit, and he talks to the media a ton, and he's a very vocal person. I'm usually the Draymond defender. But I do have concerns where if you have a skid that you called unfortunate, Jake, and it was actually really, really bad, but whatever, when you have something like that, if those vets are going to be on some, like, you guys are some bitch, bleep, whatever, then, like, there's an issue there because you're going to go through highs and lows throughout the season.
What was going on? What was the common denominator when the Warriors were on a skid and in the first half of the Spurs game?
Common denominator when the Warriors were on a skid in the first half of the Spurs game.
Hot, second half.
Curry wasn't lights out. So do the Warriors only rely on Curry being lights out? And if that's the case, then they win it.
Been doing it for about 17 years.
Is it fair to have 37-year-old Steph Curry as your only chance? You got to figure out.
He didn't even play most of those games. And when he did play, the first couple – the guy shot the team out of the game. Like, they had big.
That's my point.
Yeah. So Steph Curry, they give him so much leeway that he's allowed to shoot them out of the game, I guess, because he does so many magical things.
Of course he's allowed to shoot them out of the game. They got no other offense, man.
What? That's nonsense. This Warriors team has no other offense?
You got Jimmy Butler 50% of the time being passive. So if he's aggressive, you got a second offensive option. Other than that, you got nobody that can do a goddamn thing. They haven't had anybody.
Goddamn thing. Kuminga gets to the hole, to the bucket at will.
Kuminga's not even got 12 minutes last game. He's already going to
Dave, I'm hearing you breathing really loud. Yeah, really loud, bro. Turn that down. I don't know if it's just me. But you have Quentin Post. That's Dave. His mic is super loud again. Yeah, it is for everyone else. Okay. So you have Quentin Post who can shoot. You have Richard who can put up points. Kuminga just
who can dribble on the Warriors?
When Steph was shooting them out of the game, Kuminga, when he had the ball, went to the hole.
Fundamentals, dribble. Who can dribble?
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, that's
Draymond Green.
Draymond Green can't dribble for shit.
Well, he can control the offense. He can lead the offense. Maybe he doesn't have handles. The point of the Warriors is basketball.
Draymond Green can lead the offense. He's a leader. He's going to really set you up for success.
What do you want, Harden in there? You want Harden to just dribble until the shot clock runs out and then
give me somebody like fucking Jordan Poole, or give me someone like Colin Sexton, or give me somebody who can dribble
Colin Sexton.
Yeah, somebody who can get to the rim. Just give me
someone like Jordan Poole. Why do you keep mentioning Jordan Poole every podcast we have? The guy sucks.
Because he can dribble and he can shoot. And we don't have anybody that can dribble.
Jordan Poole turned it over more than anyone I've ever seen.
Same with Steph Curry and Draymond, but he was a warrior and he knew how to run the shit and he knew how to make it look like Steph when Steph was out.
Jordan Poole would get picked on the reg. He would lose the ball on the reg. He'd fall on his face.
Good, baby. It was all a dream.
Jordan Poole had more turnovers per minutes played than anyone in the NBA. I'm sure of it. What are you talking about?
So
he loves Jordan Poole, bro.
My point is, it's not even about Jordan Poole.
He hits a half-court shot against Boston, and
you guys think it's about Jordan Poole. It's not about Jordan Poole. It's about the fact that they haven't had anybody who could dribble since he left.
Jimmy Butler can dribble. Steph Curry can dribble.
Jimmy Butler, let me tell you what Jimmy Butler can't do. Jimmy Butler can't face you up and get by you. He ain't done it once this year. He ain't facing anybody up. He can't break down a defense.
Yes, he can. He
doesn't, and he can't.
He draws tons of fouls. The guy gets
He's great.
line.
I love him. That's not breaking down a defense. I love Jimmy Butler. The guy can't look at you and get by you.
Well, yeah, he's 40 years old.
I don't care. I'm not mad at Jimmy. I love Jimmy. Again, I'm not trying to hate on Jimmy. I'm saying
he loves Jimmy. Everyone loves Jimmy.
The Warriors don't have anybody that can break you down. Even Steph can't really.
Yeah. I mean, how many teams do, Art?
Yeah, do you want Kyrie? Do you want there to be 5 Kyries on every team? What are you talking about?
Kyrie's always hurt. You don't even want Kyrie.
Who has these handles you're talking about? Which players have these immaculate handles on every team?
Guys talking about Jamal Crawford, who retired a decade ago.
I think what Art is trying to say, and let me know if I'm articulating, you want somebody who can play make. And that means reading a defense, whether you're making a pass to create the opportunity to move the ball around so that somebody gets open for an open bucket and sees the vision every play. Curry can do that. Jimmy Butler can do that less so, but can do it. You just can't blow by a guy to start that process. But you need somebody who can break a defense down a little bit with that first, I see a hole in that D. And that's nobody else really can do that.
Yeah, but particularly, and I was just going to jump in, it's that plus I want him to be a shoot first guy. I want a guy that is threatening all the time, who is ready to go score on you. And
Kuminga's that. Kuminga can go to the hole.
He's going to turn the ball over all day if you're giving him the ball.
We were blessed when we had Sean Livingston and Andre Iguodala who could both do that on the Warriors team with Curry. Clay could kind of do it a little bit, but not that well. We don't have those guys anymore, and it's a blessing to have that many guys who can ball handle and break it down and just rise up and get a bucket. We don't have them.
Like I said, on the goddamn Kings can do it. The Kings suck. Everyone on the team can do it. Zach LaVine can do it. Malik Monk can do it. Russell Westbrook can do it. They can all do it.
Do what exactly? Dribble?
Break a motherfucker down and get to the rim.
Okay. I think Kuminga can definitely do that. He's one of the best players in the NBA, honestly, at going to the hole.
I love Kuminga, but Kuminga, if you're relying on him to do that, it's going to turn it over too much. He's not ready to really do that.
Okay, so what are you looking for? You want like a one that can cross you over, or do you want like?
He wants D'Anthony Melton. He wants D'Anthony Melton.
This is a hot take, man. Everybody who watches the Warriors knows this, and I have to explain it. What do you mean? The Warriors need another good ball handler who can break down a D.
Okay, so I'm having a hard time with breaking down the D. That's not a very common trait to break down a defense by yourself.
Shit. We could just move on, man. Could we poll the listeners? How many listeners we got? 8,000 right now? How many are on live? 8,000?
24K.
Okay, I came here to set the story straight with our guest, Josh Myers, from last week.
Oh.
Came on here, tells the whole crew, charging on me, that he picks me up, draft pick number 5. There was 5 teams in this summer league camp.
It was camp, though, right?
It was camp.
He was off on everything. Yeah,
he was off on everything. His memory is he smoked a lot of weed. Let's give the guy, whatever. What are you gonna do? But here's the thing: they're in this camp, as you guys know, when you're kids, when you're 10, who are the best teams? The teams that have the tall kids. You're getting all the buckets in the paint. There were 4 tall kids. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dave Greenstein, first guard to get pick, shortest of the bunch. Had to try and lead a shitty Josh Myers run team.
Talking shit, but it made it seem like I was talking shit. I was like, Dave was a small dude. That's what I said.
And so Myers puts this shit team together. Of course, I'm chucking shots. We didn't have anything. I was the Steph Curry on a team full of,
self-anointed Steph Curry.
Eric said I was Steph Curry.
Jordan Poole.
I was probably more like Jordan Poole. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But then the other thing he got wrong is he undermined my trade value. He told the whole group that I was traded for a Gatorade, when the reality was he traded me for a Gordo motherfucking burrito, which is a very different level of trade, especially the tail end of a lost summer camp season. All right, I'm done. I had to get
So he really did trade you? I thought that was a joke.
Yeah, he did.
How heartbreaking is that?
Guess what the text says from our ThurZdee Night Live face? The face of ThurZdee Night Live. What do we think happened?
He bounced on purpose?
Booty call?
Computer died.
That's a lie.
Or he just
absolute lie. I saw him turn off his screen.
So, Jake, I think the Warriors have a lot of good ball handling, huh? You're really impressed with it?
No, I told you. I don't know who you think shakes down every defense in the NBA.
I don't even watch, but I have a fantasy basketball league, so I could just guess motherfuckers who break people down. People that get 5 or 6 assists a game probably break people down every once in a while. And there's tons of
real evidence-based. Cool.
What?
That's really evidence-based talk there.
Well, no, I gave you every player on the Kings, basically.
You just said every player on the Kings. That doesn't mean I haven't seen those guys take over.
Ian Collier on Utah. The backup point guard, he can. Keontae George, he can. Halliburton can when he's healthy. McConnell can. The backup point guard there. Siakam can, and he's a forward.
You think Siakam has handles to get to the hole at will and dominate the defense?
No, but I think he would certainly help the Warriors even in that realm. But no, that's not the perfect example. Sexton, Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves. Give me a team.
Rui Hashimoto?
No, give me a team. I mean, just give me a team. I'll give you some guys who can break people down.
Heat?
Yeah. Tyler Herro, Davion Mitchell.
You're just naming guys you know on the team.
Mitchell averages like 9 assists a game, bro. What do you want from him? The guy's a great player. He's a great defender.
Raptors, go.
I think you're being pretty vague. I mean,
Raptors,
what you're asking for is
Barrett, no problem. Emmanuel Quickly, no problem.
IQ will be the savior the Warriors are looking for.
What the Warriors are looking for, what Art is looking for, is the 30 assist Warriors per game we need. We need 30 assists a game to be back at the level that we want to be. Who is going to get the other, 25 assists?
My point was that they want to move the ball around. They want to.
I don't think they're good enough for that anymore.
Not break down, going to the hole with a crossover.
I think you got to evolve, man. they're trying to do the same shit. They're trying to win by cutting and running and this and that. And I think it's tiring to watch, and it must be tiring to do. Like, it's like you don't have anybody that can make it easy.
Art wants hero ball. Give me the hero ball. I'm ready for
I want
it
hero ball sometimes when you need it. I want you to run the system, but then I want there to be a little, and that is where there is I think we're relying too much on old dudes. That's the biggest problem, because but if they can hold it down, and if Jimmy Butler's my least favorite part about Jimmy Butler as a Warrior is that he continues to tell you he knows who he is, and he knows he's not the number one option. And I need him to play very different than that and be like, no, I am the number one option with Steph, and we're two different types of number one options.
Right.
But him pretending like he's like a very clear 1B or 2, the Warriors cannot have that.
This is the blessing and the curse of having a
dope.
Steph Curry. The blessing and the curse of having Steph Curry is every shot you take that isn't Steph Curry taking the shot seems like it might be a bad shot.
KD didn't have that problem, homie.
Maybe we should go get KD.
Yeah, there goes Artie. I don't want to get back into that, but we've been a solid hour here. The host of the show has dropped out. So we'll catch you next time with our regular podcast, The Long Form, with Dave and Joe Starkey, and then me, Artie, and Zach. We'll see you again next Thursday. Any last thoughts? Any final comments for you guys?
MVPs. Dumper didn't get his MVP. Goes to Shohei for in the National League, and then we get Judge in the AL, who beats out Dumper.
Judge beat out Dumper. We talked about that with Joe, and it's that's a good debate for the AL. I think NL Shohei should be in prison. So yeah. And by the way, I have no more echo. So it was Zach.
Yeah, it was Zach the whole time, huh?
I think it was the heavy breathing too. I could swear he was close to the mic then. Let's just put it all on Zach.
I'm not hearing you breathe unless you turn it down. So yeah, Zach really just fucked up his own namesake show. And then bounced early. What are you going to do?
Giddy up.
All right, Dave, we'll talk about that more on our podcast with Joe. Art, thanks for being comedic relief as usual.
Can you do me a Kurtz with the Jim Beam for effect here?
Yeah.
When am I invited back to hang out with my? When am I invited back to hang out with my daddies?
You mean in person?
No, I mean with you and Starkey and Dave.
You want to come on a Sunday? You want to get on one of our Monday nights? Art?
Let me know.
All right. Holla. We'll get you on there.
Keep doing that.
I'm trying to get him to kiss a little bit. Hey, turn him this way.
All right.
That
I'm out of here. See you.
Camilo and Madbun. What is Camilo doing? Camilo, calm down.
What's Madbun doing? Uh-oh. All right. Thanks for joining, guys. We'll see you next time on Humm Daddies. Peace. Take it easy.